Ever since I was a little lad, I've always wanted to be a professional footballer like the true greats. But unfortunately, I'm not that great. So when an invitation reached me to play at Bristol City's home stadium, this is certainly going to be interesting. I can't deny that. Well then, I have no idea what to say. Welcome to a vlog. So I'm going to be playing at Bristol City Stadium, also known as Ashton Gate. I think the main thing is going to be the pitch. I'm used to playing on crap, pretty much. So I actually want to see how it feels like to play on a proper pitch. Unfortunately, I'm going to be one of the only defenders on the pitch for my team. I'm also a bit afraid of how well this GoPro is going to do, because I just bought this on a limb. This might be one of the worst videos I've ever made audio-wise. Visuals might also be crap. I might be crap just playing football. I mean, it's not like my videos are good anyway, so we'll scrape by with what we have. Should stop worrying. Start preparing. Ah, there he is. Afternoon. Crap bags, look at that. The face of disappointment throughout the years. Here are the away changing rooms. Look at this, jeez! I've got to find my way to the pitch. Oh my god. Holy cow. The pitch is a lot smaller up in person. This is a very weird feeling. Present me, hello. I'm going to react to what I am watching, because going back over it, I think there is no way of telling what the hell is going on or what the score is. So we're going to react to it, and hopefully it all turns out quite well. So this is like the warm-up stage. We ran out, and we only had like a 10-minute warm-up stage, so we really didn't have a lot of time to do anything. This really annoys me, because that went top bins, and because I was facing the wrong direction, didn't actually see it go top bins. But I can assure you, it did go top bins. Someone absolutely belted it into the top corner. I don't know who that was. Little tidy finish there. So this is where we got ready to line up to actually walk out properly, like you were like a proper team. But here we are, all for the handshakes. So my first actual impressions of the pitch was that it was a lot smaller than I thought it would be. The actual like width of the pitch I thought was going to be way bigger, but it was actually all right, and the length of it was fine as well. But here we are, kick off. So I was playing left centre back for the majority of this. I think I did switch over to right centre back for a little bit. The only thing I didn't really account for during this game was where my GoPro is, because as a defender you have to jockey a lot. So because I have to crouch down a bit more, the GoPro is sort of facing the ground a tiny bit more than I was hoping. Not a whole lot I can do about it as I sprint back here. Absolutely sprinting back to get this ball. This was actually their first corner of the game, and George, who was on it, said before he was going to shoot. And no other word for it, it's probably the crappiest shot of all mankind. Having our first true bit of possession here. We had a lot of defensive issues, mainly because we had no midfield. So unfortunately, this is where we concede our first goal. So the ball comes out, and an absolutely incredible save from the keeper. They clear it off the line for it going out for a corner again. And right here, the ball comes out to our right back, and unfortunately, we immediately lose it. So here I am sprinting vigorously back to try get to the ball as they just slot it home. It wasn't the best of starts to the game. I think that was in like the 10th minute. Already 1-0 down, not the best of starts. Just doing the Virgil van Dijk role. Yeah, we have a lot in common, me and Virgil van Dijk. So I think we get in another position here as I just see the ball out. I get the ball from the wide area, playing quite deep as I pass it out here. We lose the ball again from Tom. Then there's a nice little finish. The first two goals were rubbish in the fact that we just gave the ball away in a very deep area. Unfortunately, when you just lose the ball in that high of an area, there's literally nothing you can do. Here I am jockeying for tackle, got a foot to the ball, which was good there. See, okay, so from this position, right, I've got to replay this, okay, because I think this is a bit, it looks bad on my half, but it's really not, I don't think. The ball comes out here to where George is, right? This is George here. He's lifted it over the top, he's overhit it to where the attacker is. He's forced them really out wide, and in my opinion, the keeper probably should have stayed in goal. Is it on my half for losing my man that easily for him to get onto it? It was a deep lying ball. I think we could have, I could have recovered from that position. In the first 20 minutes, we were 3-0 down. I'll hold a little responsibility for that one, but not much. So we get underway straight again. I think we did respond quite quickly here. I think this is Kian. Yeah, so our striker, a nice through ball from our centre mid into our striker, slotted into the bottom corner. Again, it's a little bit annoying because my camera's facing the ground because I have to jockey. Yeah, so here we go into our drinks break. So we come back out for to finish off the rest of the first half as the ball gets played to me and I clear it up to our midfield. Defensively from here on out, we were pretty solid. I think there we go. There's the first one. Yeah, for some reason with the camera, the bit on the bottom kept falling out. And in this position, I had to run and go get it. So I just gave up all defending duties to go run and get the GoPro. So here I come sprinting across. Like I said, Van Dijk-esque. I'm thinking that was more Sergio Ramos because I was ready to break a leg in that position. I tried to adjust the camera here, okay? I tried my very hardest to adjust the camera as the ball gets played over the top and slotted in, okay? And I feel very sorry because the person that played the pass, I said to him I got it on camera and I didn't because I was adjusting it. But I will say this, it was a magnificent ball over the top. So the game gets started again. Lose the camera for the second time, and I believe that's half time 3-2. So we come back in second half now. We have a really dodgy moment with our keeper and our centre back as they put it into our net, but it's all right. So here I am tracking my man. It was the second half of this game was just full on defensive work, and then there we go. There's the third camera drop. Luckily, someone else got this on camera. It's not the best thing ever because they had a goal behind them or a goal in front of them. But obviously my camera fell. I'm putting it back on. Our striker absolutely does in their defender. So as I'm putting my camera back on, he basically flicked it over their centre-back once, twice, kicked it around him, and then slotted it into the bottom corner. It was a thing of majestic beauty. It was a really good goal, and I just failed to get it. But here we are for our final drinks break during the game. I'm sprinting into the box here. Ball gets played across. It misses me barely as their winger gets on the ball. Nice little tackle from me, you know. I play it up the field, overhit it a bit, so our winger don't quite get a hold of it. Once again, because of that, I get pulled out of position, and they go for on goal and then slot it into the bottom corner. So our 3-all recovery was soon deflated, since now it's 4-3, and then they soon double that as we get shorted a bit in the middle. And nice ball across, first time shot into the bottom corner. As I finally get subbed off in this game. Finally, I think it was in like the 80th minute. My mate Cam really wanted to have the GoPro. He really wanted to have it. He has the most god-awful. If that footage you thought was bad, his footage is even worse. But luckily, because I was on the sideline, I started recording using my phone. And I passed it on to my mate because soon after this I actually came back on.
Greg's got to be doing his dirty work, yeah.
I was actually very lucky to get more minutes than I did. We were all meant to have like an hour, but I played pretty much nearly the whole 90 minutes. So all of this now is Cam's footage. It's a little bit all over the place and a little bit worse because obviously he's smaller than me, so the camera's facing even further down than it was for me. The camera didn't do him any favours. I think as soon as he put it on, he went from playing okay this game to playing absolutely shite. Yeah, it's 2 on what? Cam, that's on camera! He tried a shot from outside the box. I think it went straight to the keeper. I will say this isn't the best footage from me. So they're running down the wing and I just completely lose track of him. I'll say this, at this point in the game I was shattered.
Look at Gregory there. What a man, what a boy.
And here I get really unlucky, so I block the pass and then it just lands straight to their number 9, and at this point I'm not even trying to get back. Like, I literally just left my man and he just put it. I was shattered. I couldn't do anymore. He missed a really nice and lucky goal from our central mid.
Oh my days, that was your chance!
Really good save from the keeper here. Really good save. And obviously a massive header at the end. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. The game ended 6-5. I did have one chance at the end though. Could I do it? Could I? And I overhit the ball. Yeah, it was overhit. I'm not quite Trent Alexander-Arnold. But there you have it. Game ended 6-5. Cracking day out, I have to admit. Really good day out.
Fucked up his footage there, Cam, to be fair. You should have kept it on Greg.
There we have it. Thank you very much, Ashton Gate and Bristol City, for actually putting this on for us. I just got to find my mate now. Find people, never mind, I've found him. Look at that sexy man in the distance. Look at him. But I think it's safe to say I'm not becoming a professional footballer anytime soon.